If you're renting and you can't pay because you lost your job due to the coronavirus, you're protected. At least that's what one of the governor's executive orders said. But for weeks now, the Rebound Arizona's been asking, does that order go far enough? Does it really protect tenants or landlords? Tonight, Let Joe Know's Joe Ducey is on the ground with officers and their changing role in carrying out eviction orders.
Is it this building here?
We're at a Valley apartment complex with Maricopa County Constables Lenny McCloskey and Mike Branham.
Constable!
They're here to give this tenant some bad news.
You're gonna have to leave now, but you can take your paperwork, including the...
COVID-19 has put constables in an interesting position, carrying out orders to evict, but also upholding a Governor Ducey executive order protecting some tenants from being forced out. That's if they could prove financial or health issues related to COVID-19 and have presented that to the landlord.
It takes a little bit longer these days, but I also like the fact that more and more eyes have been on the process each time, and we make sure then that it's fair for all parties.
Here, the tenant, Kevin, says he couldn't pay rent. COVID-19 ended his restaurant job, and he says he gave proof to the landlord.
This is why I'm protected with this.
But the constables tell him the judge ruled otherwise. While he can fight it later, right now, staying is not an option.
You're going to get 5 minutes to collect a couple of things. Take with you.
Do you understand what you guys are doing?
We need you to understand we're not taking it lightly here.
Since a protective order came out in March, the Rebound Arizona has shown how vague language can leave tenants vulnerable to landlords, like Tanisha Bell, who says she showed the landlord proof her job ended because of COVID-19. It wasn't good enough. A constable showed up. She's still here, but worried.
I'm pretty much just waiting, basically, to get kicked out.
We pushed the governor's office for clarification. They say at this time, no revisions or additions are needed, that public health concerns are addressed, and they see the order working. And after seeing some of our stories about what renters face, some landlords let me know they don't feel protected either.
I don't think Governor Ducey looked at the landlords.
Sandy says tenants at her small townhouse decided not to renew. The lease ended. Then COVID-19. She says the tenants claimed financial issues, didn't move out, and are not paying rent.
They're in my townhome without a valid lease. The lease expired.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with them.
She says the governor's order offers no guidance and leaves small landlords like her struggling.
They're not trying to get rich off of renting their property, but now they're paying the mortgage on both properties. What about them?
Back with the constables, we're told Kevin missed a court date. And while he did provide some information to the landlord,
They could not work an arrangement out that was mutually beneficial for each party.
and he didn't have all the proof needed to show constables. Kevin's told he has 14 days to get his belongings, but he still feels it's wrong.
Literally, I am completely protected by this. The fact that I'm still getting evicted is crazy.
With his car repossessed, one of the constables gives Kevin a ride to a friend's house. Constable Brandon says it's important that tenants give landlords as much information as early as possible, provide that information to constables if they show up, and to make every remote court hearing. They have a tough job. We thank them for letting us get a closer look. As for Kevin's case, we're looking into that as well. Problem for us? Email us, rebound@abc15.com. For the Rebound Arizona, I'm Joe Ducey. If you got a problem, let me know.